That's the wing on. Right, so let's get the other one on. Yeah, there's dihedral on that for sure. That's really hard, getting those onto this. It's so easy to cross thread these. So, not an easy task swapping your wings over. It's done it, but it's not something you'll do every day. Get up one morning and say, oh, I want to go high wing, because you need an hour to do it at least. Right, that's our main wing together with flaps. Now, have I got a Y lead? That is a very good question. I probably haven't. Not one Y lead. Oh, I'm going on to eBay to get some Y leads. I'll be back in a minute. While I'm waiting for those Y leads to arrive from the internet, I think we can put this wing on. Ooh. Have to do this without bashing everything. And we have 1, 2. That's it. So these are the screws that hold the wing in. What I've decided to do, I'm covering them up, but I'm also going to put a bit of foam tack over the screw onto the plastic. I don't need it to bond, I just need it to stop it vibrate. So by doing that, that won't be able to vibrate because the foam tack will dry and hold it in place. But if I need to take the wings off, I'll be able to just peel off the foam tack. It's a wonderful flexible glue, is foam tack. Now, something else I've been doing, which I'm just going to finish off the last one, is I've been putting underside markings on this beastie. I've got so accustomed to Hobby King black stripes that I put my own on now. Also, I want to cover up the join of the wing and these screws, so there's no chance in heck of them coming out. There we are. I'll keep that in place. Keep this clean. So I'm going to do the same here, just put a couple of black stripes on it. I'll use the hinge as a reference point. I'm not cutting the actual foam, I'm just cutting the tape. Right, so I'm just going to get on and do the rest of this tail. Well, that's better, that's good. Got the tail done. As far as my replacement wheels are concerned, I've got to take them off because I want to put a collet on the inside of the axle. There's a little one there, but it's not spacing it enough and it's rubbing against this plastic shaft here. I could take it off because it's held on with screws, but I quite like the look. So this is the one, the collet that was on the axle, but it's right in line with this plastic fairing. So what was happening is my wheel was rubbing against it. So with that in place like that, I'm hoping I can put that on. There's still enough space here to lock down the other collet. Excuse me for a minute. That's brilliant. Then we move over to the other one. This one goes on there. It just spaces it away from the plastic fairing. It's really good. And again, what I'm going to do is put a little bit of foam tack just on the end of that axle. And on the grommet. It won't glue them because it's not foam, but it'll stop them vibrate loose. That's it, done. A little bit of silicone oil grease on those and they'll be fine. Much better than those awful things that they give you. There's a Pandora. Quite a big aeroplane. Okay, so now what I need to do is to see if I can get this into the car. Yeah, like it. Let's just check the rudder and elevator servos. Yeah, I'm not happy with that. There's far more movement one way than the other. And there's something binding in there and I don't know what it is. I will have to take a look at that. Let's see what the elevator's like. There we are. I'm happy with the elevator. Just that rudder's a piece of rubbish. Have to see what receivers I've got. To be one of these ones. Okay, so I'm going to wire this up. Well, I've had fun and games again, everyone. This is an AR410. It's an antennaless receiver by Spectrum. But it's only a 4-channel. Now it's the only spare one I've got. So what I can't do is test the flaps. Why is it the only spare one I've got? Because I installed another one of these, which is an AR6210, 6-channel. Bought from China. I thought I was being clever and getting some cheap receivers. And it doesn't work. That makes 2 of them. From the same supplier in China. They both have exactly the same faults on them. They're useless. And I'm very annoyed with myself for falling for it and buying some cheap receivers. In fact, they were better than half price. Yeah, I might as well have got that money and thrown it away. They just don't work. They both have exactly the same faults on them. This one down here is when I was doing the Trojan, and I wasted hours trying to sort it out, thinking the receiver's fine. This other one, doing my Pandora, and I've had exactly the same symptoms, exactly the same faults. It just sends spurious signals all over the system. Even with the throttle lock on the transmitter, the motor can just suddenly burst into life if you've got one of these in it. Just be warned. Don't do what I've done. Don't make this mistake. Learn from me making this mistake. Do not be tempted to buy cheap Spectrum AR6210s from China. And they're useless. They really are useless. I know I'm going on about it, but I'm so annoyed with myself.